Hello students, today we are going to take the unit number 4, that is server side technologies, okay, which is a part 2 containing in unit number 4, and unit number 3 part 1 of server side technology already covered. So today we are here. Outline of today's lecture is what? PHP, WAP, WML and Ajax technology. So first we see about the PHP. Outline for this is introduction to PHP, means we see the definition of PHP, why we use the PHP, is a client side server technology or a server side technology. We see all these features of PHP, sample code, PHP script working, PHP syntax and all that, and all basic concepts as like the C like loops, functions, string manipulations, arrays and all that. Okay. So first we go for the introduction to PHP. Okay. So basically everyone know the PHP is a server side technology. Okay. Because of which is covered in unit number 3. PHP is an acronym for what? Hypertext processor. Getting? So whatever the runtime changes we want to do in your website or web pages, we do using the PHP code. Okay, that's why PHP is most popular one for web development purpose. So PHP is widely used for what? Server side scripting language, or it is a open source scripting language. Open source, that's why mostly used by users. Then PHP script are executed on server side. Of course it is a server side technology, so that's why it is used by server. Then PHP is free to download and use, no license copy there, so that's why it is a free to use and download. What is PHP file? Okay, so everyone, we already studied HTML, CSS, JavaScript and basics of PHP. Now we go for the PHP. Whatever the basics we require, you should know the basic HTML code, CSS, cascaded style sheets, JavaScripts and basics of PHP. Okay. Then PHP code are executed on server. Okay, by default this is server side technology, so it is of course where it executed on server side, and the result is returned to the browser as a plain HTML text. Okay, so PHP file have of course extension is what? .php extension. Now next is what can PHP do? Okay, why it is popular, what can it do? PHP can generate dynamic page contents. Okay, already I told that whatever dynamic changes it reflects on website immediately because of PHP, because of it is a dynamic page content. Getting? The next is PHP can create, open, read, write. All these file functions can be done at server side because of PHP technology, right? Then PHP collect the data from forms, whatever the form design in GUI, whatever the we put value in that input box or text box, that can be collected by PHP. Okay, then PHP can send and receive cookies. Of course it can send the cookies and receive the cookies. Then PHP add, delete, modify data in your database. Whatever the runtime changes we reflect, that's stored into the database. Okay, that concept trigger is used. Okay, you already learn in database management system triggering. So PHP can trigger it. Okay, means reflect the changes into the database immediately. Then PHP can be used to control user access. Okay, it can control user access. PHP can encrypt the data. And it can encrypt means it can encode and decode the data. With PHP, you are not limited to output HTML. Okay, so not HTML output, or we cannot do the work on contents only. We do the work with images. We handle the PDF files, even Flash movies. These all are handled by PHP, not only HTML, as well as XML, XHTML files also be handled by PHP code. Okay, so now advantages of PHP. What is the advantages? What is the benefits? Okay, so PHP runs on various platforms. Of course, it is platform independent. Means it run on Windows operating system, Linux, Unix, Mac OS, etc. Right? PHP is compatible with almost all servers used today. That is Apache Tomcat server, IIS server, JBoss, Glassfist. All servers are compatible for the PHP code. And PHP supports wide range of database. Okay, PHP support MySQL as well, SQLite as well. All the databases supported by PHP. PHP is free, of course, already we discussed. Download it from the official PHP resources. That is, website for that is www.php.net. Okay, so note down this website. So you should download that exe file and install in your PC. PHP is easy to learn and runs efficiently on the server side. Advantages is simple, integrated, we can say faster. Also, it is not license copies there, that's why it is open source, platform independence. By platform independent, it can run on any OS. Efficiency is high, flexibility, because it is easy to understand. Okay, it is flexible for all the users. PHP syntax. Okay, so it is a basically like a first of all, remember that your PHP code is always embedded with your HTML code. First, your HTML code. Inside of that HTML code, you can write the PHP code. So basic PHP syntax is what? PHP script can be placed anywhere in the document. Means PHP script starts with angular bracket, question mark. This is the starting of your PHP code. Okay, everyone know that when we start writing the C language program, there we write firstly void main. Okay, so main is the starting point of C language. Like this, when you write the PHP code, starting point of PHP code is nothing but this syntax: question mark PHP and end with that question mark angular bracket. Okay, so for example given here, okay, question mark PHP, and here you can write the PHP code whatever. One more thing, when you want to print anything on your output screen in C language, you are basically you are using the printf statement, right? So when we go for the PHP and when we want to print something on output screen, we use the echo statement, ECHO, echo, double inverted comma, whatever you want to print right there. Suppose echo in double inverted comma hello world. So whatever the output screen, on that output screen hello world will be printed there. Okay. So default extension is nothing but PHP, like C language, C.C extension, .cpp for C++, .java files, .java for Python files, .py. Like when we go for the PHP is the extension. So compiler can understand which type of file is this. Sample code. Of course, without code you cannot understand how this language actually works. Okay, and think like a compiler mind, so you can better understood the code. Example one is what? Print hello world using PHP. Basic program. Only the print statement you should know, and only the PHP syntax you should know. So of course, doc type is all I already told. Your PHP code is embedded with what? HTML code. So basically, first doc type HTML comes because HTML file, then HTML opening tag, body tag. In that, what I written my first PHP page. Whatever this is the written in heading. Then inside of your page, what print there? Echo hello world. Echo is doing the printf statement. Okay, it is equivalent to printf cout statement. Okay, and on your output screen hello world will be printed because of echo inbuilt function. And closing of body, inner tag first close, then HTML closing. Okay, whenever you run the program, you get the output what? Here hello world because of echo. Sample code example 2 is what? Basically, when we go for the variable declaration in PHP, we required in front of your variable, first before your variable you need to write dollar sign. Okay, so see here dollar txt, we declare the variable in front of that dollar sign dot txt hello world, whatever in text, what we print hello world. Okay, means in text variable what the value is there, hello world value is there, where hello world contents are there. Getting? Then x variable dollar $x. Here we declare variable x means memory allocated for that x variable and value assigned to particular that block is nothing but 5. And in variable y some memory is allocated for y variable and that block value contains 10.5, right? So echo, using echo statement we directly write txt. Okay, so what is the value of txt? That is hello world. So basically first printed hello world. Okay, so always think like a compiler mind so you can better understood. Then echo break. Break means new line. Obviously break is for use for new line. We comes onto the new line here. Then echo x. Whatever the memory location x variable containing value what? X containing 5. So of course when we print the x, value of x memory variable is what? 5. So of course 5 is printed. Then break comes to the new line and y value of y variable, or y variable is contain what value? 10.5. So this 10.5 will be printed. Okay, so first text printed, that is hello world text containing, then y variable x variable 5, and then next is y variable, that is 10.5. Closing of body tag and closing of h. Very basic programming and easy to understand. Okay, no any complicated code is there. Very simple code given here. How to declare variable, how to store value to that particular variable, how to print any statement on output screen, and how to print values of that variable. Getting? So this is the variable declaration block. Getting? What we learn? Variable declaration block. Now PHP variables. Okay, whenever we go for the any programming language, first we need to follow some rules while declaring the variables. So rules for PHP variables, what? It starts with always dollar sign followed by the name of the variable. Suppose previously we declared dollar text, right? The next rule is a variable name must start with a letter or underscore character. Okay, start with a letter, not with the numbers, right? So that is variable name cannot start with the number. This rule is nothing, not for the PHP. This rule is apply for all programming language. Your variable never start with the numbers. It always start with your characters, A to Z characters and all. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters. Means A to Z, 0 to 9 and underscore. Okay, this value it contains. Variable names are case sensitive. Suppose you declared dollar sign age, and whenever you call that variable, you write suppose like this. Age are two different, consider compiler can consider these are the two different variables and it can give the error to you, right? Now sample code to output text and a variable. So suppose how to print output, basically HTML, whatever the opening tag, under body we go for the PHP syntax. PHP dollar sign text variable, in text variable is equal to is the assignment operator. So this value we assign to the text variable. So w3school.com is assigned to the text variable, and echo I love dollar sign text. So I love, and we concat the string that dollar sign text. Whatever the value in text variable is concatenated with I love that text value. Means I love w3school.com. Of course, output should be like this: I love w3schools.com, because these two strings can concatenate. I love and text dot text variables value. Okay, our value assigned to text is what? w3school.com. It is very easy. If we write like this, it is also acceptable. Dot txt. Okay, or both ways we can write the code. Program for addition of two numbers. Okay, depending on that, anybody can now solve this problem. Okay, so we take first initialize number 1, initialize number 2. Instead of this, you can take the values from user as well, user driven. Okay, so sum number 1 plus number 2 equal summation is what? Sum. So what value come into the sum? 5 plus number 1 is 5 plus number 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is comes into the some variable 11, and we printed that sum value. Okay, so output will be 11. So PHP variable scope, where we what are the scope? Global scope, local scope, and static scope. Okay, we see about that. In PHP, variables can be declared anywhere in the script. Okay, means we can write the variables outside the that main code and inside that. When we write the variable declaration outside the code, it is called as a global declaration. When we write the inside that code, called as a local declaration. Like so, the scope of a variable is the part of the script where the variables can be referenced or used, right? So PHP has three different scopes, that is local inside of that program only, global outside that program, and statics means statically it can be declared, so we can use anywhere. So PHP variable scope, global and local scope. See example, x is equal to 5, we can globally declare that code, that is global scope. X is equal to 5, 5 value assigned into the x function my test. Another function is used here. See, this function is totally different, and we globally x is equal to 5 declared here. Whatever that global scope we use in this function only, in this function only. Many function can access this value because this is a globally declared. So my test function can also use this value. Then another variable again outside that outside of that function is also can accessible. Okay, so echo variable x output function is $x. Okay, variable x inside the function is, and variable x outside function is 5. Inside function पण वापरू शकतो and outside function can use. Variable declared outside a function has a global scope and can only be accessed outside a function. PHP variable scope. Okay, so see inside here we used and outside also we used. Okay, then global keyword, or you can initialize by using the keyword global. Keyword is nothing but the words which is inbuilt defined in your language compiler. Okay, uh, these variables can be used as it is, or your keyword we cannot use your keywords as a variable name. Okay, it is a different from variables. So global means x is globally declared, y is globally declared. So x plus y again assigned to the y variable. Okay, x is 5 plus y is equal to 10, it is equal to 15. So we display the y, it can be a 15 like that. Okay, PHP, everyone know the operators is equal to assignment operator, less than, greater than, less than or equal to. Okay, these are the basic operators. Instead of like this, we use in this way $sign, variable name, and that operator. Okay, outline, conditions and loop. Next point is conditions, if else. Okay, so everyone know whenever we go for the if else, else if ladder, switch case, you should know this is the loops. Whenever we print something continuous value, we go for the conditional statements or loop. Okay, the range of numbers we want to print, we go for the loops. So first is if else. If condition statement. Okay, this is the syntax, means what if keyword as it is. In condition, you can write down any condition, is less than 10 and whatever it may be. And statement, if this condition is true, then only this statement will be printed. If this condition is false, it go for the else part and this statement will be printed. Means if condition true, print this. If condition false, go for the else part and print this, and so on. For example, if number mod 2 is equal to 0, means 5 mod 2 is equal to 0, echo number is even. See, 5 mod 2 is equal to what? Mod 2 0 equal to आहे का? Not. This is the first condition, because 5 mod 2 is equal to 1. Answer is comes 1. So is equal to 0 said here. So output is not 0, so it can print. This condition is false, so go for the else part and printing the number is on. Getting? If here suppose number is equal to 4, 4 mod 2 is equal to 0. Yes. So 2 to the 4. So remainder is 0. So that's why printing this number is even. If condition is true, print this part. If this condition is false, go for this part. Getting? The end of body tag. Same else if. I hope you understood all these things.